So this one is a story that I quite enjoyed, and my little kraken who loves his villains, which makes sense for a monster family, he also really liked. This is the true story of the Three Little Pigs by A. Wolfe, as told to Jon Scieszka, maybe? Illustrated by Lane Smith. This is published from Scholastic. That's where we got it. The Daily Wolf. So this is supposed to be a newspaper, and you can see a little pig hand holding it. Now, the text here is readable, but that is definitely not about this story, because it talks about the flagship Rochester receiving congratulations. But that's pretty common in books, is that they'll put a bunch of text that they don't think you'll read. Now look, here's our wolf going. And of course you know the story of the wolf. If you don't, it's about a wolf who comes and he decides he wants to eat three little pigs who live in a straw house, a stick house, and a brick house. And it works out for the wolf in two of those three. Oh, I love this E. So it's got sticks, bricks, and straw. Everybody knows the story of the Three Little Pigs, or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The real story is I was framed. A wolf. What it means to be framed is that someone else made it look like that's what happened. This particular edition is only through the school market from scholastic.com, and that's actually where we got it. If you or your trusted adults have an opportunity, purchasing from Scholastic benefits your school too. So you get books, and so does your school. So, the true story of the Three Little Pigs. So that's 1, 2, 3. Ooh, there's a little measuring cup with the straw and sticks in it by A. Wolf. And this is like a little joke by saying it's by A. Wolf, but A is also, in this case, used as an initial. As told to Jon Scieszka. I really don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. Illustrated by Lane Smith. Scholastic Ink. It has a dedication to Jerry and Molly, JS and LS. Everybody knows the story of the Three Little Pigs. Or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. Sorry. So this book, this story is from the point of view of the wolf. Now I love the art. It's very stylized. So we've got little glasses on little eyes and a big triangle nose. And you see each of his little fingers. Alright, and his mouth is open. Alright, let's see. I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Alright, here's his sandwich. Big and tall and layered like what they call a Dagwood from a Dagwood comics. I can't remember the name of the comics he's in right now. Or Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo And Shaggy loves sandwiches this layered, but I don't think that they'd want the bunny ears or the mouse butt and tail, or it looks like a little opossum face. Not sure. What do you think that critter is? And then, of course, the pickles and lettuce and tomato and cheese and bread. Those are things I think you and I might like more. Maybe it's because of our diet. Diet is the type of things you eat. It's not just something that somebody talks about to change their weight. Hey, it's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. That is fair. If something's going to eat you, you're probably not going to like them as much. I like the detail of the sesame seeds. All right. So, we have a nice little pointer to show us to Exhibit A and Exhibit B. A, B. This one says sneeze. Achoo. And sugar. A little measuring cup. So we got a nose spraying out. Yuck. That's why you got to cover your sneezes, because your nose does spray out. And here's a little measuring cup. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. This is the real story. Oh, it looks like little ears down here. Way back in Once Upon a Time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold. I ran out of sugar. Looks like, I don't know, is that a thermometer in his mouth? I think it is. You can tell that this is a special wolf cake because there's some bunny ears in it too, and whole eggs. But no more sugar. Oh, and here's dear Granny. Look at Granny. All in bed, looking sweet. He's squinting at the sugar. Just nothing at all coming out. Oh, and he messed up his pretty pinstripe suit. Now, if you've got a cold, you should not be going to people's houses. Now, maybe wear a mask or something else like that. But this is just a story, so let's keep going. So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. So, some neighborhoods, the families are friendly and you can drop by and borrow things. I don't think so in this case. Now, this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't too bright either. He had built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind would build a house of straw? So here he is whistling and tossing up the cup, and here's the house. So, of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. Oh my. So he's peeking in. Obviously, no harmed intent. I didn't want to just walk into someone's house, so I called, "Little pig, little pig, are you in?" No answer. I was just about to go home without the cup of sugar from my dear old granny's birthday cake. That's when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed and I snuffed. Look, his glasses flew off. So did his bow tie. And that was a wet sneeze. And I sneezed a great sneeze. Uh-oh. Here's the piggy butt. And you know what? That whole darn straw house fell down. And right in the middle of the pile of straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail. Oh, see, now he's using a little handkerchief. He had been home the whole time. Oh my. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner lying there in the straw, so I ate it up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there. I don't think that was very nice of him. Waste not, want not, huh? No hesitation at all. I was feeling a little better. After a big pig dinner, of course he should. But I still didn't have my cup of sugar. So I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor, was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He had built his house of sticks. It looks pretty decent. He's got sticks. I rang the bell on the stick house. Nobody answered. I called, "Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, are you in?" He yelled back, "Go away, wolf. You can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin chin." It does seem he's got a razor blade. He is shaving. All right. That sounds pretty familiar. I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed, I snuffed, and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. Ahoo! And his glasses are flying, and the pig's legs are flying. There's another pig. And you're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. When the dust cleared, there was the second little pig, dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor. Oh, and look, it's like a spoon, a knife, and 2 forks. It's like it's set for a dinner table. Oh my. Oh, there's sausage links for the N. And now you know food will spoil if you just leave it out in the open. So I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner again. Think of it as a second helping. I was getting awfully full, but my cold was feeling a little better. And I still didn't have that cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. So I went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. He had built his house of bricks. Oh, look at that belly, so swollen. But he's still got a little measuring cup as he marches on. I guess that wasn't a pinstripe suit. It's a striped sweater. Oh, look at the little door. I love the little door and all the bricks. Looks kind of like a castle. I knocked on the brick door, or brick house. Like a brick house. No answer. I called, "Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, are you in?" And do you know what that rude little porker answered? "Get out of here, wolf. Don't bother me again." To be fair, he did just eat his brothers. But talk about impolite. Yeah, you ate his brothers, even if you didn't actually cause their death. I'd be pretty PO'd myself. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar, and he wouldn't even give me one little cup for my dear, sweet old granny's birthday cake. What a peg. So this is saying, he's calling him a pig, because if you call a person a pig, that's to say that they're very greedy. They don't want to share. I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when I felt my cold coming on. I stopped and I sneezed once again. Then the third little pig yelled, "And your old granny can sit on a pen." Oh my goodness, he is wishing ill on our poor little wolf's granny. I love his handkerchief. It's got a little pink sheep. So cute. Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow, but when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go a little crazy. When the cops drove up, of course, I was trying to break down this pig's door. And the whole time I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene. So he's being very dramatic. Oh, here's a microphone and a police. And they got little police batons. Yeah. I like that it looks like he's breathing fire. Yes, that would not be a good look. Alright, and this one's the Daily Pig. Ooh, all the news that's fit for pigs. Extra. Wolf, I'll huff and I'll puff. A.T. Wolf, big and bad. Keen as lupus, seen as menace. Others plan court fight. Red Riding Hood settles dispute out of court. Ooh, they're even bringing Red Riding Hood into this. The rest, as they say, is history. Oh, and this tea looks like it's wrapped in newsprint. That's fun. The news reporters found out about the 2 pigs I had for dinner. They figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting, so they jazzed up the story with all of that huff and puff and blow your house down. And they made me the big bad wolf. Oh, look, he's crumpling up the paper. He's so angry. That's it. The real story. I was framed. I don't know you were framed, Mr. Wolf. But maybe you could loan me a cup of sugar. Oh, look. Grumpy guard. Well, I don't know that he's allowed to make cakes in the penitentiary there, but it's a pig pen for where he is in jail. But yes, so this story is interesting. It's definitely, oh, there's a choo-choo, choo-choo. It's interesting because is it nice to eat somebody? No, but you gotta eat somebody to survive? Yeah, you do. That's how wolves live. They eat little animals, some of them that we might even like, and that's just their nature. But was he intentional? Not according to his story. So we'll see.